TSA will confiscate these 9 carry-on items. Let's jump straight in. You're packed for that 2025 trip. You breeze into security and toss your bag in. But this time, it's different. An agent flags your bag and pulls stuff out. You flush. The line behind you groans. Trip derailed before takeoff, and you don't know why. Here's why. TSA and airlines are tightening up. Not new rules, just stricter enforcement on familiar items. Everyday gear now gets heavy scrutiny. Lately, I've seen more items trashed than ever. I'll show the 9 culprits and how to avoid hassles. Here's the deal. This isn't about new signs at the airport. Airlines and TSA upgraded scanners, retrained teams, and now enforce zero tolerance to speed lines and cut risk. What does that mean for you? What used to slide now triggers secondary, fees, or the trash. We'll count down from 9. Number 1 surprises most travelers. Let's dive in. Number 9. Overstuffed carry-on that fails the sizer. Coming in at number 9 is an old rule with a painful new twist. Now, this one isn't a TSA confiscation, but an airline crackdown that can be just as bad. We all know the standard carry-on size, right? But in 2025, airlines are getting vicious about it, installing those metal sizer cages right at the gate. Here's a scene I watch unfold every week. A traveler's bag is technically the right size, but their toiletry bag is so jammed in the front pocket that it's bulging out by an inch. The gate agent stops them, shoves the bag into the sizer, and when it doesn't drop in instantly, they get slammed with a surprise gate check fee. Now your carry-on, with your expensive face creams and electronics, is headed for the cargo hold where it can get lost or damaged. The fix? Use a flexible toiletry bag and don't pack your carry-on so full it changes shape. That 1 little inch of bulge can easily cost you $50 and a ton of stress. Number 8. Oversized or unlabeled power banks over 100 watt-hours. At number 8, we've got the modern traveler's best friend, the power bank. You already know you can't put them in checked luggage due to fire risk. But the crackdown is now happening at the security checkpoint, and it's all about size and labeling. The absolute limit for a power bank is 160 watt-hours, but anything over 100 watt-hours needs special permission from the airline before you get to the airport. Most people have no idea what a watt-hour is. For context, a typical 20,000 milliamp hours power bank is usually just under that 100 watt-hour limit. But those massive 30,000 or 40,000 milliamp hours bricks you can get online, they're almost definitely over the limit and will be confiscated on site. I watched a guy argue for 10 minutes about his brand new expensive charger. The agent just kept pointing at the sign. Finally, he just dropped it in the bin. $100 gone. The rule for 2025 is simple. If the watt-hour rating isn't clearly printed on it, or if it's over 100 W1, you risk losing it. Number 7. Smart luggage with a non-removable battery. That sleek, pricey suitcase with the built-in charger seemed like a genius idea a few years ago. In 2025, it's a travel disaster waiting to happen. The rule is brutally simple. If the lithium-ion battery can't be easily removed, the bag is banned from flying. Period. It can't be a carry-on, and it can't be checked. Airlines are now so strict that some agents will make you prove you can pop the battery out before they'll let you check in. Why? Same reason as the power banks. Fire risk in the cargo hold. Just imagine getting to the counter for your international flight and being told your $500 suitcase can't fly with you. Now you're stuck frantically trying to buy a new bag at an airport gift shop while your flight is boarding. Before you even think about using that smart bag, check if you can take the battery out. If it's screwed in or built into the frame, it's now just a very expensive storage box for your closet. Number 6. Full-size Aerosol cans over 3.4 ounces. Number 6 is an item that fills up TSA bins every single day, especially around spring break. Aerosol cans over 3.4 ounces or 100 milliliters. This isn't a new rule, but the enforcement is now ruthlessly efficient. People get tripped up because it's not just a liquid, it's a pressurized can. So that big can of Aerosol sunscreen you grabbed for your beach trip? it's not making it past security in your carry-on. The same goes for large cans of hairspray, deodorant, or dry shampoo. The 3-1-1 rule for liquids, aerosols, and gels is being enforced with zero mercy. I saw a woman in Miami lose 3 full-sized Salon brand hairsprays. She was pleading that they were for a wedding, but the agent didn't budge. The solution is either to buy travel-sized versions or, even better, switch to non-aerosol sticks and lotions. Number 5, portable chargers without clear printed labels specs. At number 5, not just power banks, any portable charger without clear labels gets flagged. Unbranded or generic chargers raise suspicion. If yours lacks a brand, capacity, or a watt-hour rating, expect extra screening or confiscation. In 2025, TSA agents are trained to see an unlabeled electronic device as a potential risk. If they can't verify your power bank is under the 100 watt-hour limit, they have every right to take it. This means a delay for you and everyone in line, as they pull your bag and swab the device. In the end, if they're not sure, it goes in the bin. A friend of mine lost 2 of these generic chargers in a single month. Lesson learned: only fly with electronics from reputable brands that have clear, readable labels. Number 4. Torch or jet lighters, banned in all bags. At number 4 is something that sets off an immediate red flag: the torch lighter. A normal disposable Bic lighter or a Zip-O is usually fine in your carry-on. But torch lighters, the ones with that powerful blue flame used for cigars, are completely banned. They are forbidden in both carry-on and checked bags, whether they have fuel in them or not. The FAA considers them a hazardous material because of that high-intensity flame. It's not a new rule, but with the new scanners, they're easier than ever to spot. People always try the "but it's empty" argument. It doesn't matter. The device itself is prohibited. Don't risk your expensive cigar lighter. Just bring a standard disposable one or plan to buy one when you land. Number 3, liquid makeup and creams over 3.4 ounces. Number 3 is a real heartbreaker: expensive liquid makeup and creams. You know about the 3-1-1 rule, but you might think, it's a thick foundation, not really a liquid, or this face cream cost $150, they'll understand. They won't. In 2025, if you can spill it, spread it, or pour it, the TSA considers it a liquid. The 3.4 ounce or 100 ml rule is absolute. I've watched half-used but full-sized bottles of luxury foundation, brand new jars of face cream, and expensive serums get dropped into that bin without a second thought. One of the biggest mistakes is thinking the rule is about how much liquid is left. A half-empty 6-ounce bottle of lotion is still a 6-ounce bottle, and it's not allowed. Do yourself a favor and invest in some travel-sized reusable containers. Your wallet will thank you. Number 2. Wrapped gifts that must be opened for screening. You're flying home for the holidays and you spent hours making those presents look perfect. Unfortunately, the TSA does not care about your wrapping skills. If something inside that gift sets off the X-ray scanner, an agent has to open it for a closer look. And let me be clear, they are not going to rewrap it for you. Your perfect corners and curled ribbons will end up torn and tossed in the trash. This happens all the time during the holidays, causing delays and disappointment. The official TSA advice is to travel with gifts unwrapped. A much better idea is to use gift bags, which can be easily opened and closed. Or even better, ship your presents ahead of time, or just wrap them when you get there. Don't let a security check ruin your thoughtful gesture. Number 1. Unlabeled powders, herbs, and spices, over 12 ounces flagged. And now, the number 1 item causing the most confusion and confiscations in 2025, powders. This is everything from your protein powder and pancake mix to sacred ritual herbs, spices from your trip, or even sand from a beach. The rule says that any powder-like substance over 12 ounces, about the size of a soda can, needs extra screening. But here's the real kicker. Agents are now way quicker to confiscate any powder that is unlabeled or that they can't easily identify. A traveler returning from India had sacred ash for a religious ceremony taken because it was in an unmarked container. Someone else had their pre-workout powder flagged because the explosive detection swab gave a false positive. A known issue with Korea, a teen. You might eventually get it cleared, but that delay could easily make you miss your flight. If you have to travel with powders, keep them in their original clearly labeled containers in amounts under 12 ounces and be ready for them to be inspected. So, there you have it. Flying in 2025 isn't about being afraid of security. It's about being smarter than the person next to you in line. It's knowing that an overstuffed bag is a gate fee waiting to happen, an unlabeled charger is a risk, and a wrapped gift is just an invitation for inspection. By keeping these 9 things in mind, you're not at the mercy of some surprise rule anymore. You can pack with confidence, walk through security without that feeling of dread, and actually start your trip the way you're supposed to, relaxed and ready to go. Before we wrap, quick favor, stick around for my question and share your TSA story at the end. Now I've got a question for you, and I want you to be honest. What's the worst or most surprising thing the TSA has ever taken from you? Was it a pricey bottle of perfume, a souvenir with sentimental value, or a simple jar of peanut butter? Drop your story in the comments below. I read every single one, and your experience might just save another traveler from making the same mistake. And if this helped you get ready for your next flight, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with anyone you know who has a trip coming up. Safe travels, and I'll see you in the next one.